Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 3, Episode 4, Sphere of Influence. This, yet again, could be a continuation, it could be standalone. I am excited. A reminder, as always, that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon, and you get that 2 weeks in advance. You can get the edited version 1 week in advance, and let's go with the episode.
The Trade Federation is neutral.
Yeah, but your actions say otherwise.
Ignore the Trade Federation's feeble attempt to paint this as a domestic financial issue and allow us to resume trade.
People seem to agree with her.
There's no way that Pantora will ever have dealings with the Separatists.
Oh goodness, that almost surely means now that they will.
Chairman of Pantora's just arrived. Don't be too late.
I won't be long. Lion and I have some issues to discuss with the Senator first.
So the little girls have to go home.
Things are deteriorating rapidly.
The Great Federation blockade is causing far more damage and disorder than we predicted.
We need more time.
I mean, what did you think it was going to cause?
Sure of it.
There are Pantorans rallying for us to leave the Republic and join the Separatists.
Idiots, but desperate people, I suppose.
Chairman, what's wrong with the lights?
Oh dear.
It's nothing. Just the shadows playing tricks.
The light's not working. Go find someone to turn it on. Oh dear.
Don't tell. Chi.
Like someone willing to fight.
You're coming with us.
And someone's coming up behind her. Good. They have your sister, now they have you. Who are you?
It's the reason I met you, after all.
You certainly have a unique way of looking at things, Annie.
Because we're not in love.
What is it? I'm not so sure local authorities can handle it. The Separatists are putting a lot of pressure.
Surely the Jedi can just help and do good out of the goodness of their own hearts.
The Pantorans proceed without the Council's approval?
We do it all the time, don't we, Snips?
Yep. Be careful.
I mean, yeah, the council is slow, but you shouldn't really just... Oh my god, I know, I'm with her. I do feel like you probably shouldn't.
Jedi can always be of help.
Senator
The way he was hitting that cane was somewhat scary.
We are in complete control of the situation.
I mean, no, the girls are missing. You're not in control of anything.
Wait a minute, what's this?
Blood.
Blood.
She hit one of the assailants.
Must be what they used to fight.
My god, the cops are so
Others
useless.
didn't know to put it back based on Tatooine.
Then what are we waiting for?
No one is leaving the local police. Everyone's doing their own missions. Tell Ahsoka and Chuchi what you found. And the police. I am not a Jedi. I enjoy her I am not a Jedi cloak.
Senator Chuchi.
Oh, their eyes. No, thank you.
I don't scare easily.
You've just officially signed yourself up to scare easily. The baby! He's no Grogu.
How are we gonna do that?
Follow me.
Is he definitely here? Just because he comes from Tatooine doesn't mean he's here all the time.
Coming. Hide.
Under the table they go.
We need to know who our support.
Profit margins with the Separatists can be considerable. However, I object to the kidnapping.
Ooh.
The chairman's children.
Oh my god, how were they not seen? No, where is she? How did she get there? Oh, Ahsoka, yes. I love these two working together.
You see, you will let me pass.
So this isn't... This should have been watched before the Mandalorian episodes then, because she uses that confidently.
Attention block is close to
You will let us both pass.
Because she thought she was really confident in using it on Mandalore, but they were brainwashed to not be susceptible to it. So is that what she meant when she said for practice, or? I maybe would have waited till we got outside to do this.
We're going to talk to Jabba about this.
Oh. Or is he going to take it personally because his kid got abducted, so he's going to be like, no one should abduct children. Oh no. I love that their ship is even even manned by the Roger Rogers.
The father yourself, I know you understand that I will do anything to get them back safely.
Yeah, that little cute
Evidence
froglet.
of
It's just so
agreement,
ugly, it's cute.
which means that I.
One of them is here at Mos Eisley. She's safe, I assure you.
Take us there.
Really? They've split them up? They didn't sit. They seem to be implying they had them both.
Chuchi, how did you find me?
Well, it's a mission.
It's a long
Get out of the cell, though, please. Don't have your reunion inside the cell.
You think they will just hand her over to you?
No, but I'll bet they'll hand her over to you.
Funny, I'm surprised that the chairman isn't doing this with a few more guards. And I love that this, like, intertwined, they're just wandering around when they come to someone's back, and no one bats an eyelid.
And who those two?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Emissaries?
They don't look like Trade Federation to me.
Dad!
Father!
Father? The pet torrents! Blast them!
Oh, child, be safe. Good girl. And Guido lives another day. Yep. See, girls shouldn't just have to go off to the room while you do your talks. I mean, Ahsoka has some pretty decent evidence that they are very much in league with the Separatists. She has seen it with her own eyes. Oof.
What is the me? What? Sipkane, what is she talking about?
I want my litigator.
We are businessmen. We deal in trade and commerce.
So is he fully...
Perhaps your business is war profiteering.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you?
I dare
Is it just
you.
a rogue
This
element
man had
then?
No involvement, and yet here stands the chairman's daughter on your ship, held by your administrator.
And we heard you say that you knew about it.
Of course, be persuaded to defend your unfortunate circumstances to the Senate. That is, if this blockade ended.
Good, I like her. She's really grown into her own since we first met her.
Of the Separatist has once again raised itself in the ranks of our very own Trade Federation.
And I knew nothing.
Lord Gunray's influence extends far as a gesture of friendship. We are removing our blockade.
Good.
And reopening trade with the Pantorans.
Okay, so this episode wasn't groundbreaking in any way, but I think it's yet again another example of just how capable Ahsoka is on her own, how far she's progressing over the course of this show. And it was also really great to see, I believe her name is Chuchi again, and the Pantorans, and to really see how, you know, when we first met her, she was kind of a bit unsure of herself and her own power and whether she could use it, and now she is confident. She makes a stand in front of the whole Senate. She is willing to make arrangements and negotiate, and she is just such a wonderful senator. You know, she's very much another Padme, someone that truly cares about doing the right thing, and cares about doing what's best for her people, but still doesn't want to just give in to the Separatists, and that I just really, really respect her, and I really enjoy seeing her as a character, and I would like to think we'll continue to see her again. I think we've seen her in like group shots of the Senate or people in the Senate going during other motions. I feel like we've seen her, but to actually have her as a character we interact with would be really good, because I feel like Ahsoka refers to her as a good friend. Padme would probably be friends with her too, because they're all senators, the senators are all friends, so that would be an exciting character to keep seeing, even if it's not directly linked into Pantoran shenanigans. The idea of the blockade and the Trade Federation, who at this point, you know, it's like the leadership of the Trade Federation is fully aware of the Separatist ties and like that they are doing war profiteering, but they kind of just couch it in just enough legality that they can be like, oh wait, that bit was illegal? No idea, which is frustrating, but it's very true to corporations and what they would be like in the real world. I think one of my absolute favourite bits in this episode was the chairman appealing to Jabba the Hutt as a father. Like, I know we had him in the movie and the whole thing was that his son was missing and he wanted him back and he was very worried, but kind of appealing to him, as much as I dislike him and will always violently dislike him, appealing to him as someone that does have a soul. I think the kid is a very interesting angle on him. But sort of, I don't know, it was just, that was sort of sweet that he was able to be like, yes, shady dealings are standard, but children, they are what matter. So yeah, we got them back. The blockade is broken. This was the first we'd heard of the blockade and now it's broken. It was quite a sort of one and done episode. It wasn't overarching, but it continues to show the ties that are being formed, the stress and the strain of war, how certain people will use it to their own advantage, other people always try and do the good. Also Anakin's somewhat unorthodox ways, you know, we don't have to tell the Jedi Council. Can I understand it? Yes, because, you know, truly there is no reason why a Jedi couldn't go off and help in this situation. She did it, she helped, it was vital. Now their kids are both, her daughters are safe. Had she simply been like, oh well, the Jedi Council said no, they wouldn't have been in the position they're in now. Even if they had sent people to try and go into the ship, they wouldn't have had a Jedi there and they wouldn't have been able to be successful, so it was essential. But the fact that the Jedi basically are very strange with, I think they've lost their way. It's something that's probably quite fair to say, and it's part of what happens, causes the downfall, in that they are peacekeepers. They do want to try and protect the people, like, they should be dedicated to doing good, making sure that, like, helping those who are being oppressed, stopping evil. So helping out someone who's been kidnapped would be, you know, accurate. It's not like the Jedi couldn't personally go and break up the blockade. That would be seen as interfering, especially while one half was trying to pretend it had nothing to do with the war, it was just an internal matter. But getting back kidnapped people, surely the Jedi could just help with that. So I could definitely see the frustration with the council if you think you have to go to them. It's a bit like in this episode with the blockade, they're just standard wheels of democracy. It is a slow process, and that's why it's so tempting for people to take the easy route to kind of cut corners, grease palms, do all sorts of dirty dealings, but in the long run that it's bad for you. This was a good episode. It wasn't a outstanding episode, but it was really fun to revisit certain characters and to just continue to see Ahsoka flourish. Reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon. You get that 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, and thank you so much for watching.